couple small details I want to talk about before we begin. The first thing is the dolls that attack you during Beneviento's fight. They are actually a pre-rendered asset that can just appear in front of your face and deal damage. I kind of understand why they wouldn't want just a bunch of dolls flying out of nowhere. Another small detail was the blood on the walls. I thought about it, and I first figured, oh, it's Angie's blood because we're stabbing her with scissors. Then I thought about it. No, we weren't attacking the doll. We were attacking the puppeteer behind the doll. That's why there was actual human blood on the walls. Oh, who was the real maniac? The one who is creating a bunch of illusions, or me with a pair of scissors? I guess we'll never know.
That makes 2.
2 out of the 4, and unfortunately, we've peaked in the horror department. What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Resident Evil Village. Now that Donna has been killed, you notice all of her plants have wilted and died. Her main power was that of messing with you. The spores or pollen from the plants actually made you see what she wanted you to see, and most of the time it's from dead family members. So we got to see Mia, we got to see a monstrosity that could kill you. I don't want to see anything like that anymore. I do like the idea that there was somebody who had the power of the mind. It's a pretty awesome event, and I wasn't kidding when I said we have peaked in the horror department. That is the highest we're going to get in the game. Unfortunately, they still have a few tricks up their sleeve, but nothing will even get close to this mountaintop we have just set. I'm still flipping a coin on whether it was a good idea to have it as part 2 in basically what is a 4-part game. I'll let you be the judge. I don't think anybody will ever make a scene that is that horrific ever again. If Capcom is able to top that, I will give them all the applause. And, yeah, here's a couple more subtle details. This is another example of the flowers all wilting and her power going away. We now see that there were a lot of dead people around these graves, meaning she's been killing people for a while. And we're actually going to get a little bit of text saying those exact things. Now that we've killed Donna, the fog has lifted, literally and metaphorically. We no longer have brain fog, which means we can get all the items that we missed on the way here. And for a section that didn't have you use ammunition, or barely, you didn't even use guns, you used a pair of scissors, for God's sake. The rewards you get for beating the scariest part of the game, totally worth your time. Oh yeah, there's also zombies that appear nowhere. We don't need to worry about that, I mean, because here... Hello, beautiful! That's a nice looking shotty we got here. I would say this is your true reward for beating Donna. A nice new shotgun is amazing. In fact, the base of this new shotgun, the power, is more than our fully upgraded shotgun now. It's ridiculous how powerful this new gun is. And perfect timing, too. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to use the ammo in the older gun, in this shotgun, and I think we're going to sell it. We're going to start doing the Resident Evil 4 thing. They gave us the new weapons, might as well upgrade them. I believe... Oh, hello. We'll also do that with the original handgun, too. That's out of ammo. Go ahead and switch that shortcut. And just to get rid of the ammunition, go ahead and use this. If I can actually land a shot, that would be absolutely great. And this really shows how much more powerful the new guns are compared to the old guys. This new handgun that we have right here can kill these zombies in half the shots our original fully upgraded handgun can do. It's insanity how much more powerful they are. Go ahead and use a few more shots. He doesn't even have a chance to get out of the ground. It's like, hey, wait a minute! No! I'm not ready! I'm not ready! Ooh, nice leg shot. See, that's what I mean. Look how much more quickly it died. Oh, that feels good. You definitely want to come over here because this is very missable. Just comb these entire 2 areas. There are 2 houses that we can look into, and all of them have a lot of goodies. We just got the Sun and Moon Ball, and I bet you didn't even think there was a labyrinth around here, because as soon as you open the gate, you were under Donna's control. I just think that's really cool. That's a nice setup. It's a nice payoff. One of the best parts of Resident Evil Village, hands down. You can't do better than that, and we won't do better than that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and use the well wheel that we have here. And you know what? I think while going through a couple more of the behind-the-scenes videos, the dollhouse makes perfect sense when talking about the theme of Resident Evil Village and what the development crew was actually capable of. I didn't do this when we got Dimitrescu's crystallized version, but now we can get a closer look at Angie. She's kind of a freak of nature, and it kind of matches the personality of Donna herself. But the main goal for Resident Evil Village was to make sure that the horror and the visuals were perfect. And they wanted to especially go for the lighting. And that's where this game shines. We managed to get a little picture here. I just want to show this off because we've already gotten one of these exotic animals. You will be finding photos all around the game of where to find very rare bits of meat. We found the white pig already, accidentally, oops. But the blue bird here, if you take a look at the photo, we know exactly where that is. So now we can get a rare animal. The dollhouse is a very good example of getting that goal come to fruition for the dev team. The lighting is brilliant. How much darkness there is. The red light, as soon as all the lights go out, is just makes your hair stand on end. It's absolutely perfect. And of course, that being just straight up horrific, seeing something thrashing around in the dark, and it sounds like a newborn baby, get out of here with that. Absolute perfection. And according to the dev team, they needed to find a happy balance between horror and action. Now, you might be thinking, oh, well, a little bit of action, a little bit of horror, that should be an easy balancing act. Not for that. The dollhouse was straight up horror. It was puzzles, it was horror, it was Resident Evil at its best. And being able to balance an entire game around those two, action and horror, actually sounds extremely difficult. I wouldn't want to do it. This right here. Read this. Mistress Donna is now Mother Miranda's adopted daughter. In all my years, I've never been this overjoyed. Ever since childhood, she always feared others due to the scars across her face. After her parents' death, she locked herself away and would only talk to Angie, the doll her father made. I'm forever thankful to Mother Miranda's infinite compassion. So we see something is already off. Her doll Angie is even more lively than before. She came to talk to me in the garden today and used Angie to talk to me. A gift of power from Mother Miranda. Donna gave me yellow flowers and told me to plant them in the garden. And then you start to... the wheels start turning in your head. Oh. And then you read the last couple paragraphs and sentences. She said I could see my family once more. Donna was testing out her new power from Mother Miranda on the gardener. And he was the one who planted the flowers. Completely unaware that he was making her more powerful. That's an important key. We're going to have to head back to the village to use Luthier's key. Alright. We have gotten everything around here, but you notice this. Beneviento's treasure. We'll be getting that by the end of the episode, but for now, that's all we got. We don't need anything else. Let's get out of here. I tried to make the last episode as cinematic as possible, and I hope you guys don't mind the more Hollywood approach to going through the dollhouse. There's a very specific way I wanted to show off that game, because this is kind of what held up bringing this series to life. The dollhouse needs to be experienced. Everything else I'm perfectly fine with talking over, because it's a unique game. It has different types of horror at different sections of the game. But that one... good luck. Play it in the dark. Trust me, you won't regret it much. While I was actually playing through the game the first time, I was playing in darkness. I like to play horror games in the dark, just to, you know, show the kids of the schoolyard that I'm not a pansy. And it got to going down into the basement. The strictly dark basement. And I stopped, I paused the game, and I went, you know, I don't think anybody will judge me if I just don't. Because the dollhouse has amazing build-up. As you collect more puzzle pieces, you get to hear the radio signal in the background, showing more of Ethan's insecurities, as well as things that Mia may not have told him. Things that he should have known. It's all poetic, and I could sing its praises forever and beyond, so I'll... Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep giving it praise, because it's a fantastic part of the game. There are so many things you could talk about, so many things you could examine. The fact that the monster has... Uh-oh. Ow! The fact that the monster you can't really make out in the darkness until the end of the game. There's a model viewer, and you can finally see what that model looks like in its entirety. And again, I want to give a high five to the awesome person who came up with that monster design. Yikes. And see, that's the kind of cool stuff that you can get when you put a team together that's just like, okay, guys, we're not doing 100% action, we're doing horror too. How do we scare the bejesus out of the players? And oh my god, I can only imagine being part of the QA team who had to do that first. And actually, now that I think about it... Ooh, what a shot! Now that I think about it, if the QA team has to go through that, obviously it loses its effect the more times you play through it. But I wonder if that's one of the parts that was done correctly the first time. Obviously, you need to squish bugs whenever you see them at that part of the game. But for going through the dollhouse, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty point A to point B. So I'm curious if the QA team had anything to say about that. These are just the little curiosities that go through my brain when I think about a game I really enjoy. Hey, Duke. Oh. You got one?
Does this look familiar to you?
I mean, it may have stabbed me in the eye.
I've procured some new items for you, Mr. Winters.
Not even gonna hesitate. Here you go. Have another doll.
Ah, Miss Angie. Just adorable. Porcelain dolls are very popular, you know.
There we go. For completing the other doll, you almost get as much money as you did for Angie. I'm starting to think the prices are a little askew around here. Like, I'm selling bosses! Yeah, whatever. The Duke has given you 2 recipes for explosive rounds and flashbangs, respectively. Buy those right now, because we are very close to picking up a grenade launcher. In fact, we picked up some explosive rounds back in the gardener's house.
Dig it out.
I know I forgot some ammo a couple episodes ago. Don't worry, we're gonna go get them. It's just a couple things I forgot. No worries, I'll get it. Well, the Duke actually increased the amount of upgrades we can get for certain guns, so that's kind of cool. But I don't need multiple handguns or multiple shotguns anymore. We're getting a pretty good price for both of them. Not bad. 54,000.
A farewell to arms.
Oh my god, Duke, you need to be stopped. That was actually really good. Alright, now that I won't accidentally upgrade any of the other guns, definitely get some firepower, definitely get some ammo capacity. What we're going to attempt to do today is something extremely difficult.
What?
Angie wasn't that big of a boss fight. Donna's boss fight is just go around, find her in predetermined areas, stab her in the head. That's not a boss fight. In my opinion, the real fight happens the second time you go to House Beneviento. Or close to House Beneviento. Gonna go ahead and definitely take a safety save there, because we'll be back. But not yet, because we need to see how the village has opened up more. We have Luthier's key, so we're definitely going to do that. And I also have a lockpick. But before we do that, this should be on your list after beating the dollhouse. You see that zombie that opened up the crypt back there? Pick that up. Do not hesitate to pick this up. Right here. Grab it. The broken slab. If you do not... Ow. If you... Oh my god, this is really bad. If you do not pick this up... I'm out of handgun ammo. I can't believe it. This is missable. You can be locked out of picking up the broken slab for the rest of the game if you're not careful. The first time I played it, I missed this. I ran through the entirety of the village. I wanted to see what was happening. I killed the zombies, but never noticed the crypt open. When you leave the village and do part 3 of the game, the crypt closes, and you can't get it anymore. Now, this may have just been a small bug when the game first came out. I actually haven't tested to see if it still does that, so I can be easily corrected in this instance. So if you happen to know if the game actually... Ooh, if this has actually been fixed, please let me know. I'm sorry, beautiful bluebird, but you're so juicy. Yeah, so there's the next rare animal, thanks to that picture. I scrubbed through the episode where we came back to the village, and I saw it in the tree, so it's always there. You just never get the hint to look at it and shoot it and kill it. Alright, I've got a bone to pick with this chicken. Did he come back? Ha! He did! What a loser! You shouldn't have come back to my neck of the woods, chicken. Cool. Just loading up on all those animals. And yes, I'm sorry I missed this. All the way back at Louisa's house. Can't believe I didn't turn around. Maybe I was just so flabbergasted that I got magnum ammo that I missed this. 30 handgun bullets and explosive rounds. So not only do you come back here and get a pretty decent treasure, but you also get the hint that there is a magnum and there is a grenade launcher. That is nuts. And yep, this is the house where we can get the lockpick. Awesome. Or not get the lockpick, but you know what I mean. And I'm going to predict shotgun ammo. Because that's what I want, desperately. Hey! 7 more shots! Sweet. Okay, so the only thing left we have to do is get the Maestro's collection, apparently, over in Luthier's house. So let's take a walk. I still can't get over how well Village does the balancing act of action versus horror. Apparently, during development, the game was actually too hard. And that's where we get into the devs thinking, oh my god, this isn't fun, and all the QA testers are telling us this isn't fun. Finding that balance, finding that sweet spot, is an art. Because, you know, you could just go full-blown horror all the time, but then your players never get a break, or you can go full-blown action and make it too goddamn hard for your QA department to actually finish the game. I think there was an example where a QA tester said, oh yeah, I had no bullets and 7 lichens on screen. What? That's insane! I don't think even Mercenaries mode does that. Aw, happy birthday. I really like the puzzle that's in this house. You're not coming in here for any story-related items, but please do come here. You picked up a key for it. 76, 39, 34. So right off the bat, you notice we've seen 2 combinations of numbers that could open up a lock. Keep those in the back of your head. They're both in this house. Get this. You see this? That stumped me for the longest time. You get a yellow quartz. This gem, oh boy, is very valuable. This is 10,000 lei. Seriously? You're just giving that away? Okie dokie. Alright, so here's your combo lock. 2 numbers. 2 sets of numbers. But the real winner is if you look on this table, I'll never forget her 5th birthday. There's your big hint. So, screw the license plate you saw on the table. 270917. Happy birthday, young one. Aww. Let's go ahead and type this in here real quick. Definitely worth your time. Just with all puzzles in this game, you always want to come get all the goodies they're giving away for free. Inside here, you will get a collectible, Harasvelger. Just something to sell to the Duke. I doubt I even pronounced it correctly. Bam! High-capacity mag for your sniper rifle. And believe it or not, this actually counts as a full reload. I mainly want to do this just to see if the Duke will actually let me upgrade it some more. But now instead of 8 shots, I can do 13. It added 5 extra bullets. Sweet! And that is a fully upgraded sniper rifle. I sure hope they don't give me another one. Anyway. That should be everything in this house. Yes, it is. And that's our second visit to the village. Yeah, a lot shorter this time. We had a lot of extra things to pick up, but now we have to go back. It seems a bit counterintuitive, but trust me, you want to do this now. Since we have the next part of the key, we could just go into the 3rd area, which is actually almost backtracking, but not really. Let's go ahead and head back to Beneviento House. Make one quick pit stop to the Duke, because we need to prep for war. This part's really hard, so just know the more ammo you conserve and the more you craft at this point, you'll be patting yourself on the back because you did. Hey, Duke. I got some stuff for you.
Seeking something in particular?
I want some bowets. The Duke actually restocked his items and actually will let you buy more this time. He actually will let you buy 10.
I see. Anything else?
Yeah, check it. A yellow quartz, that small gemstone, is worth almost as much as this steel bird.
Now to spend like kings. Ha 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 ha.
Absolutely, Duke. That's my friend. Yeah, let me go. Oh, yeah, we actually have some food items. Let's see, got that. Can we do that? No, it's not enough for that recipe. Not enough for that one. Not enough for that one, and not... Okay, never mind. We're not gonna... We won't go cook.
I look forward to seeing the fruits of your exploration.
I'd like to think that's a subtle hint as to what we're going to do next. Alrighty. Oh, I forgot this happened. So on your second run back to this house... Ow. If you remember to pick up the slab, there is actually a goat over here. Wait a minute. Did I see that right? Hold on. Let me pick that up. There is! I don't think I've ever gotten this before. 2,000! Awesome! Payday! I had no idea that was there. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna let you know, explosives are your friend here. Shotgun is your friend here. If you can fully upgrade your shotgun as to where you can in the game right now, that's your friend. Be really good at headshots, and get ready for war. Also, healing items are also your best friend. I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready. No particular reason. I just want to be extra careful. Go ahead and get rid of the knife. We won't need that where we're going. Let's go ahead and use the slab. Should be the easiest thing in the world. Oh my god. Welcome to your actual boss fight for House Beneviento. Just out of nowhere, they throw this big hulking behemoth with a gigantic axe. He does massive damage. He will actually summon little underling zombies to attack you. He is exceptionally fast. Oh god, that's a nice roar. And that roar actually was loud enough to wake the dead. You can kind of cheese this fight. First of all, doing that... Ah! I honestly thought he would stumble. Okay, now he stumbles. Of course, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Please, please, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Help. Ah! Ahem. If you want to cheese this fight, you can actually keep going up the stairs. He actually won't follow you towards the house, but he will just... What the hell? He will actually come all the way back down here, and I can't remember if he replenishes health if you're gone for too long. That's what makes the most sense. I am about to get hurt. You want to throw explosives at his feet, that way he gets stunned a little bit. You can rely on this stun animation to help you out of tight spots. Ow. Also, getting that dish where it increases your defense via guarding with the Duke, this is also going to be your best friend. He does eventually get more moves. Oh, God! Yeah, I went from fine to danger. Ain't no big deal. Oh. Please guard. That is... oh! I missed it. He was really quick on that. Yeah, surprisingly fast for being a big hulking demon monster. No, there is no shame in running. In fact, if you wanted to, you could just leave. You don't have to fight this thing. You could put the slab in the gravestone and leave. You don't want to do that, however. Yeah, nut up or shut up, be a man or be an extremely strong woman, and fight this thing. And also, crafting explosives is really nice. And you know what? I just realized the only reason there are little guys around here is to give you more crafting supplies if you're having a bad time. Oh, he jumped. Yeah. So if you think you can just, like, circle strafe around the entire gravesite, nah, he'll jump over it. That's what he does. And I want you to come right at me. Come right at me. I can't believe that worked. He actually stumbled from that. Turning your back to him is actually extremely dangerous, too. Oh, wait, did he just, like, ping off a tree? I didn't know that was a thing. I think it's about right now. He kind of has, like, a third and final form. This attack. Screw this attack. What was that, 5 times he slashed at the ground? Wait, did I do it? Holy shit! Yeah! Woo! Giant crystal axe. This is your true reward for beating the dollhouse and getting the slab to get the reward inside. Beating that monster, that's where the money comes in. You picked up the giant crystal axe, you're getting a cool 30K. God. No matter how I play, that fight gives me trouble. It is just so mean. And they throw that at you just because you wanted a treasure. That's all. Well, fine. Here, we can actually piece this together now. It's Claudia Beneviento. Oh, oops, wrong button. Sorry. Yeah, I don't blame you if you leave this fight without actually finishing it, but just know you'll be out a lot of money. Inside here, Baron Gyro's chalice. I almost said castle. And now, we can officially leave the dollhouse and never return. We've got a lot of treasures. Let's go see the Duke. I'm, like, out of everything. Jeez. Duke! I come bearing treasures. Oh, something I should note. If you kill those zombies in the forest, you won't have to fight them on your way to and from the second time. Here's your true reward. 30,000 for the giant crystal axe.
This should be enough.
And 18,000 for the chalice. 48,000 lei for getting the broken slab. And for being brave.
Ooh, where did you get your hands on such a thing?
Surprisingly, he has that to say about the rare treasure instead of the giant crystal axe that was almost double its price. I feel really good about that. I honestly thought I was going to die, because you need a lot of supplies at this point, and I'm kind of hurting. So, I'll give myself a small round of applause. And, yeah, I feel really good about that, and I still have over 50 grand in the pocket. But, hey, can we cook anything? That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. And that's a no. Alright, never mind. Maybe the next time around we'll have enough animals killed.
Have a wonderful adventure.
Thanks, Duke. It's fun. Next time on Resident Evil Village, let's move on to the next area and head back to a place that we've already been to, but slightly different. See you guys next time.